Alright, so here's my XSR 900, or I call it XSR 850. So anyway, so I got the cover off, right? You saw that other video. This little cover here is just basically slips underneath the frame here, and you just pull this off. So what we're gonna do now is remove the gas tank. So the gas tank is held together by these bolts here, one on each side. This is a 4mm. This bolt down over here, 10mm. Then you have to disconnect these two hoses. Let's see if you guys can see that. So you see the clamp right here. So two hoses, one right here and one right behind that with the clamp. So those two hoses, and let's see. Then you have to unplug the electrical plug right here. That's for the fuel pump, and you have to disconnect the fuel line right here. So this fuel line, how you disconnect this one? It's there's a little tab here that you actually use like a fathead to pull it down, but you don't just pull it down just like that. On top of it, oops, on top of it, there's a right up in let's see I can get pointed to that. So right up in here, you can see the gray tab. That's the tab that goes down. But what you do is to release this tab, you basically push it in this direction. So basically push it this direction where my finger is pointing. So that's how you release that. You basically there's a tab on two tabs on each side. So or I should say one on each side. You pull both of them towards that direction. Then from down here you could you could pull down on this tab down here. You put this tab down once you push those two tabs. So that's how you take those out. Okay. So let's do that. So before you take this off, I suggest you to drain out the gas tank, or use it up and drain it out. The lighter this is, the easier it is to handle. I mean, unless you have another person holding the tank for you. Otherwise, if the tank is full, man, it's not that much. It's only 3.5 gallons. Gas weighs about 7 pounds a gallon. It's not that much weight, but to hold this tank with one hand and working with the other hand is it's just too cumbersome. So I don't suggest that at all. So I'm gonna do that now. So let's do this angle. So I already loosened up these bolts already. It's a matter of taking them off. Oops. Oops, wrong head there. So right there, 4mm Allen. Other side. The bolt, right? Again, 4mm Allen. And this thing will actually wiggle freely now. And this 10mm up here, or excuse me, down on the bottom over here. 10mm down here. Again, I already loosened these up already. And actually, I think this one you could actually possibly just leave this bolt. Let me see if this works, because some bikes you actually leave the bolt here, and you could just pivot. You could pivot the gas tank up. Oh, this one's not quite. I could barely only move it a few inches up, so I'm gonna take this off. Again, like I said, some bikes you could do that, some bikes you can't. Looks like this one you can't do that. All right, did that. Now I'm gonna unclip these two hoses. So I'm gonna remove the clamp first. So reach in there. Shoot, I'm using wrong pliers. I don't have my needle nose with me. Let's see. Actually, reach with my fingers. Okay, just need to turn it around. Use this, clamp it down, slide this down past the barb. So that's down. So these two hoses down here are basically the vent hose for the tank to vent it out, and the other hose is the drain for the for where the gas cap is. Because if the gas cap doesn't have a drain there, but when it rains and such, water will get right there, and it just collects there, And if you open the gas cap, the water will go into your gas tank. So that's what the drain is for. So one of these is for one, and the other one's for the other. So which one's which, I'm not sure. Usually when I remove hoses with barb, if you pull on it, it's like a Chinese finger trap. So you have a hose that's there, that's clamping around the barb. If you pull on it, what happens is that hose actually shrinks down and tightens up, so it's even tighter. So when it's like that, you have to push on it, so that way it compresses the hose. When it compresses the hose will actually open it up. So that's what I'm gonna do with this little flathead. At the very end, I'm just gonna compress it down, and usually when you do that, it opens up enough that it'll just almost slide out by itself almost. It doesn't take much pressure to do that. So second barb, I don't think I can reach it with my with this little. I'm using this little angled needle nose, which doesn't work that great. It doesn't quite reach in there. The angle is kind of awkward too. Let's see which works or not. Oh, come on. Okay, I got it. Alright, so same thing with this side. Just push down on that hose, and it comes off really easily. If you pull on it, it won't want to come off at all. Let's see what else. Okay, now for the gas tank side. I don't think I could film this too well. Let's see. Let's leave it like so. So let's see, where's my needle nose? Excuse me, not needle nose, my flat head. So my fingers on top, I'm gonna pull those two tabs on the top side of that clip. With this flathead screwdriver, I'm just gonna push down on it, and it should pop right down. Oops. Just pop right back up on me. Okay. It's good there. I got it off, and that's real easy. It should come off real easy. If it doesn't, you're doing something wrong. Okay, got that, and now we just need to unhook that, unclip that the electrical plug for the fuel pump. Okay, so those two. So I believe everything is off. I don't see nothing else connected in here. So hopefully this thing will just slip right off. So this bolt's off. Let's see. Okay, there you go. Nice and easy, very light because the tank is empty. Let's go back to this clip and give a close-up on here. Right, so when the see, so this is the clip I'm talking about here. So when it's attached, this clip is up. So let's look at this. This clip is actually there's no hose in here, so it doesn't actually want to come up. But anyways, the top of this clip here, this gray clip, there's two sides, the two ends on here. It pops up right here. What you have to do is you actually have to push it so that the tab is the tab will actually sit right there like so, and you have to push it this direction so that way it goes from here to right here. So because over here it locks, so the tab won't slide out. But when you go over to this side, it unlocks. Then now it can slide down or out. That's how you basically take off the that spot. Okay, so that's how you remove the gas tank.